community. Dave the Pickup Artist with you for another Psychedelic Sunday, where the cost of one admission is your mind, and don't you dare try to sneak in without paying.
It ain't for fucking $5.
And we're going to start off with a very cool pickup. I've been looking for this first album for a long time. We've got Group 1850 with Paradise Now. This is a band from the Netherlands. First off, check out the front cover. Check these guys out. They look like extras from the Game of Thrones. This guy here in the middle, this is not a guy you want to cross. But this is a band you want to listen to. This is Dutch Psychedelia. This is actually their second album. And we got a lot of information on here. And yeah, this is just great psychedelia from the Netherlands. These guys are also featured in the big book. Actually, they're featured their first album, Agnemo's Trip to Mother Earth. We get a little bit of information on here. The drummer of this band's name was Beer, and he is featured in this book. And according to Beer, the band would go to cemeteries. They would smoke hash and go to cemeteries for inspiration. And they're not the only band that did that, actually. But
your mother's eating.
I get
Aroused. I haven't seen people so aroused.
And this is just great acid rock, trippy stuff. Not a bad track on it. And you gotta love the inner cover, all the information. I'm glad to finally add this one. Now, this is a reissue. Now you can find originals, but you have to get them through, overseas. That's the only way you can get an original on Discophone. They originally came out on Discophone label, which is I thought was a Krautrock label. Maybe it is, I don't know, but a cool illustration on the bottom of the back cover. And yeah, Group 1850, Paradise Now. I'm looking for their first album. Now, the first album is kind of difficult because it's got a 3D cover And the originals had inside the inner cover 3D glasses. And if you're looking for the original, those glasses are almost always gone. So maybe they'll reissue that album like they did this one. I don't know, but yeah. Group 1850. Get it any way you can. It's a great album. Around the same time in the Netherlands, another band was starting out. They put out their first album that went nowhere, and they loved Jefferson Airplane. So they decided they needed a lead singer that was female in the band, and they found one. This is Shocking Blue. These guys were an all-male band, and they got their wish. They wandered into a bar one night and saw a woman named Mariska Veris on lead vocals, and they fell in love with her, and they hired her to be the vocalist for the band.
Well, I wonder where I am, 'cause there's unknown and lonesome roads, the final world of you and me, babe. There's unknown and lonesome roads, the final world like it used to be, babe. Day overcame the first grief. To love, the love machine makes the world turn around, makes the world turn around. Venus, I'm your fire, your desire. Well, I'm your Venus, I'm your fire, your desire.
It had a smash single on it called Venus, and it really took off. Now, this band wasn't a one-hit wonder. They had several 45s.
Have your share now.
Band took off. They recorded a couple albums, and they kind of like disappeared, reuniting on and off again. But an amazing lead singer, an amazing single, Venus. My favorite track is the last track called Send Me a Postcard.
Send me a postcard, darling. Send me a postcard now.
It's very cool. And the guitar player is proficient on guitar and sitar, which is always welcome. Yeah, Shocking Blue. And it's on Colossus label. Next up, we're going to go next door to Germany. And we've got a Krautrock album from Magma. Their second album called Gold Ball. And this is obviously a three-piece band. These cats met at a Big and Tall store in Germany. We got a, let's see what we got inside here. Got a little bit of a one-page liner note thing.
mother's a
Jailhouse lawyer.
At the kitchen table, I learned a lot of basic lessons.
There's a kind of a low rent documentary on YouTube that's only like 15-20 minutes that they interview, I think it's this guy, and it's that he does show his amps. He had orange amps, and he still has his gear. This is psychedelic jazz fusion. I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but it's yeah, it's pretty out there. And their other two albums are pretty out there too. Their first album came out in '73. This one came out in '74. But yeah, just very cool stuff. Magma with Gold Ball. Next up, I got a album from a great guitar player named Harvey Mandel. We got his first album. I think this is from '68. Cristo. I always get the name wrong. Cristo Redentor. Was in John Mayall's band briefly, and he was also had a stint in Can Heat. I believe when Can Heat played Woodstock, he was in the band. And this is a great psychedelic guitar instrumental album, and it's on Philips, which is the same label that another psychedelic guitarist named Lee Stevens put out his solo album around this same time. I think it was called Red. I've got it. I think it's called Red Weather. And Lee was, of course, in Blue Cheer. Another Philips artist. And but he put out a lot of these solo albums after he left Can Heat. And he did a lot of session work too. He auditioned for Mick Taylor's spot in the Rolling Stones in '75. He didn't get the gig. That, of course, went to Ron Wood, but the Stones did hire him to play on 2 songs on the album Black and Blue. I think the songs were Hot Stuff and Memory Motel, I believe. But yeah, this guy is still alive and still, I guess he's still bringing it. He just turned 80 years old last month too. So check him out and check out that guitar. I have a couple more of his albums. They've always got these goofy names, and they're always full of guitar, great guitar.
Motherfuckers.
Philips put out a lot of great artists.
these nuts.
And finally, this week in 1968, the Beatles returned from India and they started to work on the White Album. Now this is a promo I picked up at an estate sale a few years ago for $5. perfect condition, except for a little bit of water damage here around where the promo stamp is. But I can't find this on Discogs. I don't know how to add this one because it's so different. But it has all the bells and whistles, the poster with the 4 lads on it, and this actually replaced a CD of the White Album I had forever. It is in bad shape. Now these jewel box covers, they're always trashed. Here's what happens. Oh, what happened? But yeah, Beatles White Album. It was they started on it in May and it was released in November, and it's probably one of the best Beatles albums there is. And that's all I've got this week. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Take care, all.
You just littered the street.
If I had it was empty.
Well, I want you to go back and pick it up.
What?
I said I want you to go back and pick it up.
Like hell I will.
It's people like you who make our world filthy, my friend. You're a pig. Did you hear what I said? Tell me.
It's people like me who make our world filthy. I'm a pig.
Now, go back and pick up your trash. Put it in your pocket. Now, don't you feel better?